Hey, welcome! Today we are going to talk about leveling up your Python code. We're going to go beyond just making it work and start making it professional, easy to understand, and totally future-proof. So let's dive right in.
Come on, be honest. We've all been there, right? You're staring at the screen, looking at lines of code that you know you wrote yourself, and it's like trying to read a completely foreign language. It's got to be one of the most common and frustrating things about programming.
But what if I told you there's a super simple, built-in way to make sure that never happens again? Well, there is, and trust me, it's a lot easier than you think. All right, our first big tool for this is documentation. Specifically, we're going to talk about something called doc strings. And the best way to think about them, it's like sending a really clear, helpful message to your most important collaborator, yourself, 6 months from now.
So what in the world is a doc string? It's really just a special kind of comment, one that you wrap in triple quotes. You stick it right at the very beginning of a function or a class. But here's the magic. It's not just a comment. It officially becomes the built-in help text, the actual instruction manual for that piece of code.
Now, you can't just write anything. A great doc string has a really simple structure. It answers 3 questions. First, what's its purpose? Just a quick one-line summary. Second, what arguments does it need? What ingredients do you need to give it? And third, what does it return? What does it spit back out at the end? Purpose, arguments, returns. That's it.
And let's look at the difference this makes. I mean, wow. The before version, yeah, it works, but it's a total mystery box. What's L? What's W? Are they numbers, strings? But look at the after version. It's a crystal clear recipe. It tells you exactly what it does, what it needs, and what you get back. That right there is the difference between code that just works and code that's actually professional.
Okay, so now our code makes sense to other humans. Awesome. But what about Python itself? How does it keep everything organized? Well, this brings us to a really crucial kind of invisible idea that controls everything, the concept of scope.
Honestly, the absolute easiest way to get your head around scope is with a simple analogy. Just picture your entire program as a house. And this house has a bunch of different rooms, and of course, a main hallway that connects everything.
And this is the perfect map for that idea. Every single function you write, that's like a private room. Any variable you create inside that function has local scope. It lives and dies in that room. Then you've got the main part of your script, which is the global scope. That's the hallway. Any variables you create out there in the hallway can be seen from anywhere in the house.
So, why do we even care about this? Well, understanding this whole house layout is the absolute key to preventing some of the most common head-scratching bugs you're ever going to run into. Let's see how it plays out for real. Okay, check this out. This is a classic. We create a variable called message inside the function myfunc. Then, later on, outside the function, we try to print it, and bam, Python just yells at us, name error. It's saying, I have no idea what message is, so why?
It all comes right back to our house analogy. That message variable was born inside the private room of the myfunc function. When we tried to print it from the main script, we were standing out in the hallway, and you just can't see or touch or use something that's locked away inside a private room.
But watch what happens when we flip it. Here, we create the message variable out in the hallway, the global scope. Now the function is like a room with its door wide open. It can easily peek out into the hallway and see that global message variable. So when we call the function, it works perfectly, no errors.
Look, mastering doc strings and really getting scope, these aren't just about following some boring rules. They're fundamental skills. They are basically programming superpowers that make your code stronger, easier to read, and way more reliable.
So let's just nail this down. What are the big takeaways? 1. Use doc strings. Explain your function's purpose, its arguments, and what it returns. Future you is going to love you for it. 2. Think of scope as rooms in a house. This will help you squash those annoying name error bugs before they even happen. These 2 things, together, are really the foundation of clean, professional code.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Think about a project you're working on right now. After watching this, what is the very first function you're going to go back to and clean up with a proper doc string? Or maybe there's a bug you can fix now that you understand scope a little better. Start there. Build the habit. Happy coding!